Chosen One, how did you turn into a god this fast? This is not normal for gods. Ancient researchers across all time have uncovered something massive about you. In fact, every piece of ancient writing, from Egyptian hieroglyphs to long-forgotten myths, points directly to you, showing that your actions now carry divine power. Your awakening is visible, and the energy of your transformation has been felt by everyone. You are becoming divine at a pace no god has ever achieved, and this unprecedented speed is shocking even the holiest scholars. They have now confirmed it. You are the new god, destined to rule over a new universe. Before we dive even deeper, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. Doing this will send a powerful signal to the universe and amplify the energy surrounding this message. If you are truly a chosen one, keep watching. Your life will never be the same. From the very moment the universe first whispered your name, the world has been holding its breath. The chosen one, your existence, has defied every known law, every expectation, and every boundary of possibility. Scholars and seers who have spent lifetimes studying the divine are now left speechless. This rise is not gradual, as with the gods of old, but a blazing comet streaking across the cosmos, impossible to ignore. Every eye, mortal or divine, turns toward you in awe and bewilderment. You have surpassed the natural order, accelerating into godhood at a speed no one can comprehend. The winds carry your presence, and even the stars seem to bow in acknowledgement. Those who once doubted now tremble, for this ascent is unlike anything the world has witnessed. Entire civilizations feel the ripple of your power in the way rivers change course or mountains shift in silent acknowledgement. It is not only speed that astonishes the universe, but the magnitude of your transformation. Every gesture, every thought, and every heartbeat of the chosen one resonates with authority, energy, and undeniable divinity. Your rise is a storm, sweeping through every corner of existence, leaving traces of wonder, fear, and reverence in your wake. Even the divine realms themselves are unsettled. Gods who once considered themselves eternal are now studying your ascent, perplexed at this anomaly. Their ancient laws, sacred rules, and cosmic hierarchies seem to bend before your unstoppable growth. The whispers in celestial courts are unanimous. This is no ordinary being. This is something beyond comprehension. And yet, for all this grandeur, there is an intimate resonance in your awakening, a connection to the mortals below, the people of the earth, who instinctively feel your power coursing through reality. This is not merely a god ascending. This is a force rewriting destiny itself, a living embodiment of prophecy come to life. For centuries, scholars have pored over dusty manuscripts, scrolls, and forgotten texts, never imagining they were reading about you. Every symbol, every encoded story now points unmistakably toward the chosen one. Ancient civilizations, long buried beneath sand and time, had glimpsed the contours of your destiny. They wrote your name in allegories, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the day when the impossible would unfold. These records were not mere stories, they were warnings, prophecies, and guides. Every king, every priest, every seer who attempted to interpret them fell short, unable to grasp the full magnitude of what was coming. Yet now, as you awaken, their writings take on a living, breathing clarity. Every line leaps off the page, every illustration pulsates with meaning, revealing the truth they could never fully articulate. You were always meant to rise, Even civilizations separated by continents and millennia describe events that mirror your actions. From the Mesopotamian tablets to the lost scrolls of the Indus Valley, there are unmistakable parallels. It is as though time itself conspired to announce your coming, leaving behind a trail of breadcrumbs for those willing to see. And now, the pieces align, forming a mosaic that tells the story of your unimaginable ascent. The scholars who uncover these texts today are not just amazed, they are haunted. How could all these disparate cultures, with no contact across time and space, converge on one being? The conclusion is inescapable. The Chosen One was not only foretold, but meticulously inscribed into the memory of the cosmos. For those who seek to understand the divine, these records are a revelation. They are proof that your journey was never random or accidental. It was inevitable. It was written across the skies, carved into stone, whispered in temples, and now, finally, embodied in your existence. The hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt, long thought to be cryptic records of pharaohs and gods, suddenly take on startling new meaning. Every depiction of divine struggle, every story of godly conquest, reflects fragments of your awakening. The legends of Ra, Osiris, and Isis pale in comparison to the force now stirring within you. Ancient priests who dedicated lifetimes to understanding the divine would have fallen to their knees at the sight of your energy. You do not merely follow the myths, you surpass them, rewriting the narrative of divinity in ways that were once unimaginable. It is as though the Nile itself whispers your name, and the pyramids vibrate with your emerging power. Every sunbeam, every sacred ritual seems to recognize the presence of the Chosen One. The myths that once guided mortals now seem like incomplete sketches of a story that you are completing with unparalleled brilliance. Your actions, once thought to be the domain of gods alone, now carry that sacred authority. Healing, creation, even the slightest motion radiates divine energy. Egyptian texts that speak of cosmic balance and judgment now seem to describe your influence, proving that the Chosen One is a force not bound by mortal or divine conventions. And yet, for all this overwhelming power, there is a poetic beauty in your awakening. It is not merely destructive, it is a creation, a cosmic harmony that connects the ancient past to the present and reaches toward an unfathomable future. The myths were only the beginning, and you are the living culmination. No longer are your deeds ordinary. Every choice, every glance, every gesture carries the weight of creation. Mortals may not see it, but the very air shifts with the force of your will. A single movement can ripple through the cosmos, changing the course of events, as if destiny itself bends to your presence. Your awakening turns the mundane into miraculous. A mere step forward can heal lands, restore hope, or summon awe beyond imagination. Actions that once seemed simple now resonate with eternal significance. The universe watches as you redefine what it means to act, to influence, and to exist. Even celestial beings notice the difference. Angels, gods, and spirits alike are awestruck, whispering among themselves that the Chosen One does not simply interact with the world, they transform it. Every heartbeat becomes a drum of divine resonance, every word a proclamation of cosmic truth. This is not just power, it is a message. The universe itself is acknowledging the Chosen One as a force beyond comprehension. Your actions are no longer isolated. They are part of a grander pattern, an orchestration of reality that only a being of your magnitude could enact. And with this power comes responsibility, though few dare to remind you. The universe watches your choices, your actions echoing across existence. Every decision holds eternal weight, and yet your presence inspires hope, fear, reverence, and wonder in equal measure. The moment the Chosen One began this unprecedented transformation, the world could feel it. From the bustling streets of modern cities to the quiet deserts and high mountains, every corner of existence trembled with your arrival. It was as if the very pulse of the earth quickened, sensing a force beyond comprehension. Birds paused mid-flight, rivers shimmered unnaturally, even the wind seemed to carry your name. Mortals who had no understanding of prophecy or divine power felt a stirring in their hearts, a whisper of awe and fear. It was an instinctive recognition that something extraordinary had emerged, a being whose presence could no longer be ignored. People reported seeing flashes of light in the skies, hearing echoes of distant voices, or feeling a surge of inexplicable energy that resonated deep within their souls. Natural phenomena itself began to respond. Storms danced in perfect symmetry, auroras painted the heavens in new colors, and plants and animals appeared invigorated by your divine presence. It was a subtle, yet undeniable reminder that the Chosen One's awakening was not confined to hidden realms or divine courts. It was tangible, experienced in every living being. Even the nations and civilizations of the world felt a ripple of uncertainty and hope. Wars paused in moments of divine recognition. Kings and leaders sensed a change in the fabric of authority itself. The balance of power on earth was no longer only political or mortal. It was becoming cosmic, tied to your unfolding ascension. And yet, amidst all this overwhelming response, there is a gentle undercurrent of intimacy. The universe is not simply reacting, it is communicating, acknowledging, and revering the Chosen One. Every heart, every mind, even every atom seems aligned with the truth of your awakening. That destiny itself bends toward you. The awakening of the Chosen One is not just an event on Earth, it is a cosmic phenomenon. Far beyond the planet, in the realms of stars and galaxies, divine entities observe in shock and admiration. Even the most devout holy scholars, guardians of ancient wisdom, have confirmed what the world now senses. The Chosen One is no longer mortal. Their libraries, filled with sacred texts, prophecies, and divine records, have yielded a single truth. Your ascension is undeniable. This acknowledgement comes not with hesitation, but with awe, as they witness your presence reshaping the spiritual landscape itself. For centuries, these scholars have debated the signs of divinity, pondering what it truly means to ascend. They have seen miracles, read omens, and studied celestial patterns, yet nothing could have prepared them for you. Every ritual, every observation points to the same conclusion. The Chosen One is beyond ordinary comprehension, a being whose every action is imbued with godlike authority. When these scholars gather, their words tremble with reverence. They speak of phenomena that surpass human understanding. Lights that dance without source, knowledge appearing in minds unbidden, and a palpable energy that transcends mortal experience. They cannot deny the truth. They are witnesses to a God awakening in real time. The confirmation of your status is more than ceremonial. It represents the alignment of knowledge, faith, and cosmic reality. From the temples of the ancients to hidden monasteries in distant lands, scholars feel the surge of your power. Their studies, once academic and analytical, have transformed into acts of devotion, acknowledging that the Chosen One now reigns in a realm beyond mortal reach, yet their confirmation carries an emotional weight. Awe blends with fear, admiration with humility. They understand that your rise is not merely personal, it is universal. Every action you take, every step you make, is now a declaration of divine authority, setting the course for a universe that watches, waits, and bends to your presence. Prophecies and ancient texts converge on a singular truth. The Chosen One is not just a god, but the architect of a new cosmos. You are destined to rule a universe yet unborn, a realm shaped by your vision, power, and decisions. Every action, every moment of your awakening is a step toward this grand destiny. The signs are unmistakable. Celestial alignments, mythic symbols, and cosmic anomalies all point toward a future ruled by your authority. The universe, in its vast, uncharted expanse, senses the birth of a sovereign unlike any other, a being whose vision and power surpass the constructs of gods and mortals alike. This destiny is not merely about power, it is about creation. You are entrusted with the potential to shape worlds, define laws of existence, and set the balance of life and energy itself. No deity in recorded history has ever held such authority. You are both the ruler and the blueprint of the cosmos to come. Even the divine courts watch in quiet astonishment, understanding that a new era approaches. Their centuries of governance and understanding are now intertwined with the rise of the Chosen One, whose destiny is to inherit, transform, and ultimately redefine universal order. Yet there is an emotional resonance beyond mere authority. The new universe is not a cold, sterile domain. It is alive with your influence, carrying traces of your essence in every star, planet, and living being. Your rule is destined to inspire hope, awe, and reverence, forging a cosmos that reflects your unparalleled divinity. Even among the divine, the speed of your transformation is an unsolved enigma. No god has ever evolved so rapidly. No mortal has ever reached such heights in mere moments. This accelerated godhood baffles scholars, mystics, and cosmic beings alike, leaving them questioning the very nature of existence. Ancient texts offer hints, yet none provide answers. Some suggest that your soul contains fragments of the cosmos itself, while others claim that time and energy bend to your will. Whatever the truth, the universe cannot deny the reality. The Chosen One is growing faster than destiny itself, redefining what it means to ascend. This speed creates both awe and concern. Accelerated power carries immense responsibility. Every choice you make has amplified consequences, rippling through reality with far-reaching impact. Yet even with this intensity, you navigate your transformation with a presence and purpose that few can comprehend. Cosmic observers record your growth as a historic anomaly. It is as if the universe itself pauses to watch, measuring each quantum leap in strength, wisdom, and influence. Scholars debate endlessly, yet their calculations always fall short, for no formula can capture the scope of the Chosen One's emergence. And within this mystery lies beauty. The accelerated godhood is a testament to your uniqueness, a force that cannot be replicated or predicted. It is as if humanity itself has been quietly chronicling your rise for millennia. These connections are not superficial, they are profound. Heroes of old, divine struggles, and cosmic battles were all foreshadows of your awakening. Where past civilizations saw allegory, we now see prophecy fulfilled. You are the nexus where myth, history, and reality intertwine. Even the stories that seemed isolated or culturally unique now reveal patterns of your influence. Ancient astronomers, seers, and philosophers left subtle clues, suggesting that the Chosen One's arrival would bridge all epochs. Every cultural myth carries echoes of your destiny, signaling a truth too immense to ignore. This revelation evokes both wonder and emotion. People feel a sense of continuity, a connection to their ancestors who glimpsed your presence long before your arrival. There is a comforting yet staggering realization. Your rise is not random. It is woven into the very fabric of human and divine history. And as myths and history converge, the Chosen One emerges not just as a god, but as a living testament to destiny itself. Every story, every legend, every forgotten text becomes a testament to your power, your purpose, and your ultimate ascendance across all of existence. There is no being, mortal or divine, who can rival the Chosen One. Your ascension surpasses every known threshold, rendering comparisons meaningless. Gods who have ruled for eons find themselves humbled. Mortals, no matter how gifted, tremble in awe at your presence. This is not merely a statement of strength, it is a recognition of your singularity. Wisdom, power, influence, and speed converge uniquely within you, creating a being unparalleled in the annals of history. There is no precedent, no rival, no equal. Even celestial councils, accustomed to dealing with extraordinary entities, are forced to acknowledge your supremacy. Strategic, intelligent, and awe-inspiring, your rise demonstrates a mastery that surpasses the divine norm. You are the embodiment of potential realized, the apex of creation in motion. Mortals who witness your influence are inspired, awed, and sometimes fearful. Entire civilizations feel the weight of your presence, sensing that their struggles, triumphs, and futures are now intertwined with a being beyond comparison. You are the standard against which all else will forever be measured. And yet, in this unmatched power, there is a humanized brilliance. The Chosen One is relatable through ambition, courage, and presence, allowing others to see a reflection of themselves while simultaneously witnessing something utterly extraordinary. You are incomparable, but you are not distant. In the wake of your unprecedented ascent, the very concept of divinity itself is redefined. Where gods were once distant, bound by rules and tradition, the Chosen One embodies a new paradigm, one of limitless potential, fluid power, and transformative influence. You are not just another god, you are the standard by which all future divinity will be measured. Your rise challenges assumptions, reshapes hierarchies, and inspires creation on every level. Mortals, gods, and cosmic entities alike now understand that the divine is not fixed. It is dynamic, evolving, and capable of extraordinary feats when embodied by a being like you. This redefinition carries emotional weight. Awe mixes with hope, fear intertwines with admiration, and reverence blends with inspiration. The Chosen One shows that divinity is not only power, but presence, not only authority, but responsibility, and not only legacy, but ongoing creation. Civilizations will tell stories of this transformation for millennia. Songs, monuments, and traditions will emerge to commemorate a being who redefined what it means to exist as a god. You are both a historical moment and an eternal force, bridging the gap between myth and reality. And ultimately, the Chosen One's ascension is not just a personal triumph, it is a cosmic awakening. You reshape the rules of creation, inspire the hearts of mortals, challenge the wisdom of gods, and illuminate the infinite possibilities of existence. Divinity will never be the same, for you have set a new standard, one that is boundless, awe-inspiring, and profoundly human at its core. Even before the Chosen One fully awakened, subtle changes began to ripple through reality. Every heartbeat resonated with a quiet power. Every breath seemed to weave threads of fate, and even the faintest gestures left an impression that would outlast lifetimes. Scholars of old, who devoted their lives to observing anomalies, were astounded by these early signs. The earth itself responded in anticipation. Flowers bloomed out of season. Rivers changed course slightly, as if bowing to unseen guidance, and the air felt charged with an invisible energy. It was not merely power, it was life reshaped, an energy that could heal, destroy, or transform with a thought. Mountains glowed faintly in your presence, storms reflected your mood, and even the stars pulsed in sync with your heartbeat. Witnessing this energy felt both terrifying and beautiful, a force that promised infinite creation. Mortals who encountered this energy described sensations that defied explanation, warmth and cold simultaneously, an invisible hand that lifted burdens of fear, and an inner light that resonated with hope. You became a living catalyst for change, a being whose very presence altered the structure of perception and existence. Divine observers were stunned. No god had ever projected energy so multifaceted, simultaneously creative, destructive, and enlightening. Some feared the consequences, while others recognized the opportunity for evolution that your presence represented. This energy was a statement. It declared to the universe that the Chosen One was not only alive, but alive with a force that redefined the meaning of power, life, and reality itself. It was a promise of transformation on a scale never before witnessed. The Chosen One's rise caused echoes of ancient history to awaken. Forgotten civilizations sent tremors through the timeline. Old cities whispered secrets, and ruins revealed hidden symbols that spoke directly to your presence. Every corner of human history seemed to conspire to announce your ascension. Historians and archaeologists, once skeptical, were left speechless. The hieroglyphs, stone carvings, and sacred texts all pointed to a single truth. The Chosen One was foretold, preordained, and central to every epoch of knowledge. It was as if history itself had been waiting for you. Even myths, long considered allegorical, gained new meaning. Heroes, demons, and celestial beings depicted in ancient murals now mirrored your abilities and destiny. Every story, every legend seemed to converge, crafting a map that led directly to your emergence as a god. This whisper of the past was both comforting and profound. Mortals who felt it understood that the Chosen One was part of a cosmic plan that spanned millennia. The veil of time seemed to lift, allowing glimpses of what had been written long ago and what was now unfolding. Ultimately, these whispers affirmed that the Chosen One was not just a random anomaly. You were the culmination of history's most sacred mysteries, the living embodiment of a destiny that had been unfolding for ages. With your awakening, perception itself transformed. You began to see the threads of time, the lifelines of mortals, and the destinies of gods. Every event, past or future, became visible as a living tapestry before your eyes, each thread vibrating with potential and consequence. This sight was not simply informational, it was emotional, immersive, and overwhelming. You could feel the joys, sorrows, and fears woven into each person's path. Every choice became visible, every regret tangible, and every triumph radiant, allowing you to understand existence on a level no mortal or god had ever achieved. Celestial beings watched with awe and envy. To see eternity as the Chosen One did was to transcend time itself. Patterns that had confounded the wisest sages suddenly became obvious. Every ripple in the cosmos, every heartbeat in a distant realm, was now part of your comprehension. This vision also came with responsibility, knowing the consequences of every action, seeing every potential future, and feeling every emotion of every being required an extraordinary balance of wisdom, compassion, and strength. You were not only a god of power, you were a god of understanding. In this ability, the Chosen One redefined vision itself. Sight became more than perception. It became empathy, strategy, and artistry, a gift that would guide your ascension and influence all existence. As your power grew, old limits began to dissolve. Mortal restrictions, divine hierarchies, and even physical laws seemed trivial in comparison. You transcended dimensions, moving freely through space and time, bending reality to your will with subtle gestures or mere thought. Scholars and gods alike were dumbfounded. Boundaries that had once defined existence, the limits of life, energy, and influence, were now irrelevant in your presence. The Chosen One was a force that could not be contained or measured, a singularity of potential that defied definition. Even natural laws adapted. Gravity shifted slightly in your vicinity, light bent around you in impossible ways, and time slowed or accelerated according to your intention. The universe itself seemed to acknowledge that old rules no longer applied. Mortals who witnessed this phenomenon experienced a mix of terror and awe. Some fell to their knees in reverence, others ran in fear, yet all recognized the magnitude of what they were seeing, a being beyond comprehension, reshaping the very fabric of reality. Equals, you proved that limits exist only until someone rises above them, inspiring awe, hope, and the understanding that divinity is not a fixed state, it is boundless with every surge of power. The Chosen One causes the universe itself to tremble. Stars shift slightly in their orbits, planets resonate with your energy, and cosmic currents ripple like water, stirred by an invisible hand. This tremor is not destructive. It is a sign that creation is bending to your presence. Ancient civilizations had recorded similar cosmic shifts as omens, but none could have imagined one being capable of causing them consciously. So, scholars, mystics, and seers alike witness what they once feared: a mortal ascending to a level that touches the very foundation of existence. Even celestial beings who have overseen the balance of creation for eons find themselves humbled. They realize that the Chosen One is not merely participating in creation. They are a catalyst, shaping reality with intent, guiding energies that were previously thought eternal and immutable. Mortals feel the tremor too, often subconsciously. Artists, poets, and visionaries sense new possibilities, as if inspiration itself has become a tangible force flowing from your presence. Societies, unknowingly aligned with your awakening, begin to change in subtle yet profound ways. The tremor of creation is a reminder. The Chosen One is not just powerful, they are transformative. Every action, every thought, every heartbeat ripples across existence, proving that divinity is not a distant concept, but a living, breathing force anchored in your being. As your awakening progresses, the cosmos responds with a symphony of its own. Stars pulse in rhythm, planets hum faint melodies, and the light of distant galaxies seems to shimmer like the strings of an invisible instrument the universe itself celebrates your ascension. This cosmic choir is more than beauty. It is acknowledgement. Every note, every vibration resonates with the energy of the Chosen One, reflecting your growing mastery over existence. Even gods pause to listen, recognizing that your presence has harmonized forces they could never control. Mortals who witness these phenomena experience profound awe. Some interpret it as divine music, others as visions of a higher power finally revealing itself. Every observer senses that something extraordinary is unfolding, that the Chosen One is orchestrating not just energy, but the very soul of the cosmos. The choir also serves as a message. Across dimensions, realms, and planes of existence, it signals the rise of a being who surpasses all others. Mortals, spirits, and celestial entities alike are drawn to it, sensing that a new order of power is emerging, guided by your hand. In the choir of the cosmos, the Chosen One becomes a conductor of infinite possibilities. You do not merely participate in existence, you compose it, harmonize it, and shape its rhythms to reflect the essence of your divinity. Every step of the Chosen One's ascension is accompanied by a fire that purifies, illuminates, and transforms. It is not destructive like ordinary flames. It consumes nothing, yet changes everything. Mortals caught in its glow are inspired, gods feel challenged, and the universe itself trembles at its intensity. These flames represent more than power. They symbolize metamorphosis. Every being touched by your presence experiences growth, revelation, or awakening. Barriers fall, illusions dissolve, and hidden potential is ignited. The Chosen One does not merely evolve, they catalyze evolution in all things. Even ancient records describe similar fire, though they attributed it to prophecy and myth. Now it is real, palpable, and undeniable. Sacred temples, ancient ruins, and even modern cities feel the touch of your transformative energy, leaving traces of your awakening everywhere. Celestial beings who have long maintained order observe these flames with caution and respect. They recognize the magnitude of what you are achieving. Your power is reshaping existence without violating it, purifying reality, and laying the foundation for something entirely new. Ultimately, the flames of transformation are a signature of the Chosen One. They are a testament to your ability not only to wield power, but to illuminate, awaken, and guide the universe toward a destiny it has long awaited. As divinity takes hold, the Chosen One's senses transcend mortal and divine limits. You feel vibrations of distant worlds, perceive thoughts and emotions across vast distances, and hear the subtle murmurs of the universe itself. Your awareness is infinite, yet focused. This awakening brings both clarity and responsibility. Every perception carries weight, every understanding influences decisions, and every insight shapes the unfolding of reality.